Just let me set up. I think I'm having a little bit of trouble with with one of my connections here. So let me go back just a little bit. Where have I got to go? No, not here. Give me a minute. If you have any questions or you're wondering what I do, just hold on a second. The username ABCEHMU. That name came from Fibonacci, and my password just give me a second. Let me see if I can let my cat in. You better come in right away because it's cold outside. So yes, okay, I'm in right away. There's somebody new to the page. Okay, I'm looking at a comment on a page, and it says, what? I was checking on the open rooster coop and the low buzzards. What? I was checking on the open rooster coop and the low buzzards. Mind mental control psyop. Analyze this and that. The difference. Please tell me quality similarities. So I'm trying to see if I can connect my Rumble page. So just give this a minute. Earnings, my channel, live streaming. How do I do this? Live streaming template, static key. Let me see if I static URL, static key. Let me check. Okay, static key. So let me go here and here. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to reset something. Destinations. Okay, I'm over here on Rumble, edit, a new stream key, paste. Okay, and let me see if this works. If not, I am going to open myself up somewhere else. No, it's still not working. So I'm going to just remove this. And I'm going to just enter myself on X because it goes there. And you know what's funny? I'm here for 12 years. 12 years, and I've been doing this work for, actually, it's 13 years. And I've been doing this work since 2005, which is 19 years. And you would figure that out of close to 3,000 who have hooked up to my channel, that all we end up with on any video is 7 or 8 people. If you don't know what it looks like in here, right, there's the bricks on the wall. If you can notice that the bricks on the wall, each brick has a story inside of it. And you can see 57 is not the numeric value for Israel. It is 64. The word operator is where Israel is, and it's not really Israel. It's the reason for that is because the word zero, okay, the word zero equals to 64. The word operator, you just see what this is. Operator. I like to see this as like alligator or Taurus or rotas, sator, opera, tenet, even though there's no N inside here. Has anybody ever heard of this? You can also look at the word like this. This word over here is telling me about this. It's also telling me about these numbers here, right over here. Now you would say, well, what does this mean anything? Why should I care about any of this? You don't have to care about any of this. I'm going to tell you what it does. I'm going to tell you what my channel represents and what I do. is, this is for entertainment purposes only, although it goes way beyond that, is because in the representation of everything, through games, through words, through everything that has ever been created, through any book that you have ever read, through any dot, through any dash, through all of the realities that you see here. Perhaps what you see over here doesn't look like much, but when I turn it around, you might think it's something different. They're all clubs, but instead of just having one stand on the club, right? If you take a look, here's the stand on the club, right? And then if you turn it around, here's the other stand on the club. And when you turn around, there's three stands on the club. There's three indentations, three circles. There's a difference between 3 circles and 4 circles. There's a understanding what a dot is, and there's understanding what a dash is. Now, the crazy thing about all this is they're words. You heard it. And if I said, look for the dot, oh my God, if I say look for a dot, you'll find a dot, but it was a word. Now you're pointing at a point somewhere, or a dash, which is a word, and it's 4 letters, and every letter is somewhere in the alphabet. So what does that say? It tells me that there's going to be a story. I'm very passionate about this because the story it tells is that truth. A story is a story, and it doesn't matter if it's real, if it's a lie, if it's fake. A story will always be a story, period. That's the story. So I tell stories, and the truth of the story is that I am going to use elements that I'm hoping that 90% of everybody who watches this understands these elements that I use, right? And that's a lighter. What does a lighter do? That's its truth, right? Let me see if I can find. This is a, what is this? Is it an object? We can turn the object. Is that a truth? Is that a lie? What is that? Is that a truth? Is that a lie? Let me look a little bit deeper. Can I find something else in here? Is this a card? What is this? What is this? Can we all agree? Can we get 99%? Let's not use 99. It's too high of a figure, right? Can I say that many, many people in many languages in the world might call this whatever they call it, but will they use it all the same way? Does everybody know what this is? Can anybody find a comparison in these 3 elements? If I pick up my phone right now and I go to where I want to dial, or is it push button? I'm going to call it dial. I call it dial. Are you going to dial someone's phone number? How do you say it? Am I going to push button somebody's phone number? Well, I'd like to know what somebody else says. That's why I wish we were more on, we could each speak. And I think I can invite people to speak on here so we can go over things. You know what I'm saying? Because I can invite people on here. It says invite. I've never done it before. So if we can discuss, like, I see 9. I see the top row spinning. I see the bottom row spinning. I see the bottom row spinning this way while the top row spinning this way. So we got like retrograde in here. 2 are going one, but I can't do it this way. But if I had another cube, I can probably turn 2 this way and 1 backwards, or I can turn 2 this way. I can turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. Are these true, what I'm doing? Haha. Fish. What is a fish? What is a bird? They seem to compare the fish and the bird. Who compares it? Every single story. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. You are the creator of a story. And the story, you call it Planet Earth, and you're going to create humans, and you're going to create them, and all of a sudden you wrote a book, and the humans were created on 6 days. That's the guideline. Man was created on 6 days. What about woman? But it was later on. Was it in the Bible that Adam, the rib was taken from Adam to create Eve? They created man. They took because where did Eve come from? From ashes and ashes and dust to dust. Is that where we came from? So I take all the elements that ever existed, every poem, every rhyme. I believe that if you wanted to remember everything you did, you would put it somewhere and make a game out of it. Like through this, you remember that there were 9, but you also remember you were A, B, C. And to recreate yourself, you had to continue on A, B, C, and now D. Well, what if you started from E? And from E, you were all of E. And you created A, B, C, and D from E. And from that, you created F, G. And from all that creation into G, now you created the rest. Why did 7, 8, 9? Because with all of these, right, the birth came into the heavens, which now that you have D, you have to have double D. So you can have 2 heavens to put A into, to split the spirit between 2 worlds. So the birth has to come in to the second world. You have to create yourself through E. So when you have A, B, C, D, or A and D, you have the extremities of both. Although one is A and the other is D, one is 4 times, D is 4 times what A is, but it's no longer in the center as it was. Now it's on each corner. That's where A became. So instead of A being over here, now A is in each corner, plus it's in the center. How do we do that? We do it by creating a story and understanding if there's a possibility that it actually can happen. Then we have to understand, is there an actuality that this completion is all of A? It took 26 plus 1 spindle. In the center of this is a spindle that spins, and it controls the main colors of every single side, and everything spins around it. All of these 8 spin around 1, all of these 8 spin around 1, and all of these 8 spin around 1. But in the top and the bottom, you're both going to see 9, right? 9? What? When you see 9, you see 9 and 3, and 9 and 3, and 9 and 3, and 9 and 3. So now you have 9 and 12 together. So 9 and 12, or the I letter and the L letter come together, like Lily, 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 Lily. But in the center, all you see is 12. There is no 9 face. It's all about 3 and 12. So C and the 12th letter L. So now C and L come together. 3, 1, 2 come together. CAT, cat is 3, 1, 2, all the same. 99 Jupiter. But does it come together that way? Or can we say the letters in the alphabet have odds and evens? Now, what happens if we replace odd and even for something that's like, are they opposite? Like, how do we know something is opposite of each other, right? 3 and 4, are they opposite of each other? One is an odd, one is an even. Does that mean they're opposite of each other? Can it say there's a decimal, like a half space that they can meet at? 3 and 4, 1.5 of 3 is 1.75. Half of 4 is 2, so there's 1/4 the difference. So can we say black and white is like opposite of each other? So how do we balance this out? I do know when you go to the negative and positive, they're going to use red and black. But how do the polarities work on a magnet? So what I'm doing right now is I'm showing you all the elements that we use in the game. And here's where we go with this. I have 9 numbers here, and I got 9 per side over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But that's the skeleton. Even in our new, there's new paddings for pressing in numbers. They use it in high security. that first there's 9 areas, but the numbers pop up in different areas. So we have to rechange this, or we have to change this. So every single number goes here, 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 and here. And everything has to change. The same way all the colors change on here. Is it possible that I can get 9 different colors here? I need to get rid of that green. Can I get rid of that green? Well, look at that. Look at that. And I got to get rid of this because I don't want to have 2 reds. Oh, I got 2 whites. Now I got 2 blues, so I'm going to have to get rid of the blue. But now I got 2 oranges. I want to get rid of the orange. Let me see. Now I got 2 yellows. So maybe I'll do that. Oh, I still got 2 yellows, so maybe I'll switch it. Now I got 2 oranges. Now I got 2 whites. Now I got 3 different, but I got this one over here is the orange. So let's see if we can get rid of that. And oh my God, I end up with a blue. I end up with a blue. Now I got 2 reds. So it's not easy to be able to move all the colors around. And where you have all sides, right, of 9 different colors, right? Is that possible? There's not 9 colors. There's 6 colors, and there's 9 here. So no matter what you do, you will always have a minimum of 2 colors the same. There's 2 colors the same here, and 2 colors the same here. There's 2 colors the same here. Over here, there's 3 colors the same. Let me see where I can turn this to where I have. I'm going to need almost 3. See, there's 1 color the same. There's 3 here, and then there's 4 different. How many colors do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. There you go. And that's all there is 6 colors. So I have 3 of this one, and then I have 1 of this, 1 of this, 2 of these, and 2 of these. So it's all kinds of stories going on, just like in baseball. So the thing about if you want to bring together Saturn and Jupiter, you'd have a total of 192. You're going to create the numeric value of the diameter of the moon. When those numbers come together, when 2, 1, and 6 come together, when 2, 10 come together, I'm always connecting that to the moon, okay, all the time. Now, I'm not sure if it's 1260. See, I know the diameter of our moon, which is a base moon. I do not know the diameter of the Mars moons, because usually I base everything off the Earth and Mars moons. When you become more and more numbers, more things to calculate, there's too much unbalance of conversation, or the percentage, our conversation becomes really thin. So I try to keep it more concrete, what the majority of the people would see before they see anything beyond the Earth moon, not knowing that Mars is directly connected to the Earth moon. And I always like to show off this little design over here, right? That's your number 8. That's 88 when I design it properly. But it's also the spade and the pick. In French, a spade is a pick, but they're 2 different instruments. This says God and the devil between this, and this is like a pick, a syringe of some sort. Saturn, J and S, Jack of Spades. In the word Saturn, you have the word sun, and in the word Jupiter, you have the word Earth. I like to use English and French when I do my work, because that is who I am in the realm of this world we are in. I also use a little bit of Spanish, or I think about it, a little bit of Hebrew, and all the elements I possibly can for the things that I know. And if the Lord has a personal relationship with everyone, then we know what we know, and with the Lord, that's what we know. It's only when we come together. So if you are the God and you created everything, what would you do in order to satisfy yourself? Well, in order to satisfy yourself, you need to reproduce and recreate. So you and this planet would have to be man and woman, not necessarily feminine and masculine, because feminine and masculine would be an act of, would it not? Oh, don't worry if you're behind, because you'll know what you want to know. If you ask me a specific question that I can comprehend, I can answer you so that you would comprehend. And that's the only way. Either we're missing the point or we're always head on. And therefore, we have to be like this. I understand the information. Right? Is this understanding the information, or this is getting the information and pondering about it and understanding the information? And if you're behind, it's not my behind, it's your behind. So if your nose is in the front, your butt is in the back, you are a behind. 52, okay? 5 and 2, that meaning Earth, Earth B, the buzzard B. Now the B also says, this is my home. I am a home. I am the hexagon. What does the hexagon do? Part of the hexagon is inside the 5-point star, but it also creates the X. Let me show you what you just made me do. My thoughts. Here is a hexagon, right? But a hexagon, if I draw it this way, okay, what I can also do is I cannot create this I'm going to show you this a little bit further if I can get a colored pencil to where you come down here, you cross over here, you go up here, and you create that. It's an automatic. I must go as a builder to every single corner. I cannot go in between unless I go in between this way. And this is where I tend to see the DNA, because the DNA seems to cross over. And since it's crossing over, it's either like this, okay, or it's like this. There's no other way to do it. So here I see the castle crossing over, right? Then over here with the bottom of this hexagon, jumping back to the hexagon, if I go 2 areas, that's when I can meet my point and not the X. So here would be the point, here would be the X. I can go in this point this way. Can I go in the point that way? No, I cannot go in the point that way, but I can create in between this area. See the way this line goes here, this line goes here. And now I'm going to create a half space, which is right over here. I didn't really say too much with that, did I? What I'm trying to do right now is to show you that the base of the hexagon is going to be drawn up these are the formations A, B, C, and D. And the reason for that, here is my base. And to create that base, if I had to create a straight line, I would create that. This and this can work together because it takes up, encompasses the whole space. This is not like this. This can look like this, where it looks like that. Then there's this. Now this cannot be done inside of this, but it can come inside of this. So what we would do is this. So right now what I'm showing you is all the pieces and the parts and all the stories and all the obligations that will ever come through all of this. Well, look at that. We got Cutie up there. How you doing, Cutie? You're so beautiful. Hey, aren't you beautiful? You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Okay, so I just want to go do one thing here, and I just have to view something for a second. Okay. Okay. You know, I get these new friend requests, and okay, so let me see. Grammars. Can we like grammar? Grammars. So this is plural, right? And you know, R-E
M, you can have 18, 5, and 13, right? And this would equal to the sun, this over here, and the ace, A, C, E. This totals 18. The 18th letter is the R. Maybe it'll be eraser. You can have an eraser, right? This is going to be A, B, C, D. Why? When you add this up, it equals to 10J. In French, when you say 18, you are going to say 18. Now, if we're using this as an addition, as a multiplication, as a subtraction, this will be 10 and 8. That's how it's set as 18. But if you wanted to look at it as a subtraction, it'd be 18 and 2. And that would be the B world, right? Almost like if you were going to say the word October, right? In which I was talking before that Saturn, S-U-N, sun, and the part's not used is the rat, you know, down in the sewage where the alligators are, or we can use Jupiter, knowing that the word terre, or an abbreviation, or the skeleton of the word, meaning earth. Gram equaling to what is 28, equaling to 10Z, which is 77 at the gateway of the matter of Christ. Why matter of Christ? Because they're both valued at 77, which brings on the student. I like to call it the student, although the student's number, the student is supposed to be 11. I like to sometimes call it the horse, or even the flow of the wolf. And one of the things about that is the word 3 equals to 56. And when you have 2 by 28 equaling to 56, or 47, which equals to time, or 74 equals to cross, or it equals to Jesus. Now, where do I get all this information from? Well, the word flow equals to 56. It's backwards to wolf. And I know somebody blew in the wind. Now, I'm not sure if it's wind or somebody winds it up. How about to wind? Will you wind it, or is it wind? I'm not sure. But some words aren't exactly what we call what they are. Horse equals to number 65, and it is also the 7th Chinese character on the list next to the snake, which so happens that Earth, although it's number 52 to Mars, number 51, which is 103, or what is JC, perhaps Jesus Christ, I don't know, but this is number 7 and this is number 6, and the spirit is 76. And the freedom to the sky pass, sky equaling to 55, 7 times 6, 42, 7 and 6, 13, 13 and 42 equals to 55, and minus it equals to 29. The total between the two is 84, and that's Pluto. Now I'm going to catch up with all of this and go back to this, but first I want to know if anybody has any questions about anything that I just mentioned, and ask me where I got it all from. When I think of mare, meaning it's not the ocean, but is the sea, I think of the 3 C's. When I think of the 3 C's, I think of the club. When I think of the club, I know the word club is number 38. When I know the word club is 38, I also know the word gold is number 38. So they're both 38. So 38 or 83 I know is monkey, and everything is represented right over here, 3 and 8. 3 and 8 is the C and the H letter. It can be for cache, something to do with computers, or C and H, utilizing at the beginning and the end of a word, and that would be the church where the angels reside inside. U and R equals to 39, the same numeric value for angels. When R is represented inside the word next to a U, the U is your alpha beta creation inside of R. R and U on the lower level will create what is 3 all the same. I'm going to show you why in that. When R18 and U21, they join together. They're also above each other. One is 6 times 3. The other is 7 times 3. We happen to be in the 7th inning stretch. 1 and 8 is 9. 2 and 1 is 3. Angel is 39, and 10 is 39. And we know that ABC, ABCD equals to 10, where once you go between C and D, C being the third planet, D being the fourth planet, when we go between this, we know it's DCCD, which is red and blue, hot and cold. Well, the red on the shower, the bath is red for hot, and the blue is for cold. Hot and cold is 3443, which creates 77, which is the matter of Christ. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 is 49, and 14 equaling to 63. And this is where 11 comes in. Now, when you say 11, you're playing the game of craps. They're going to say to you, yo, 11. When they say 11 French, 11 means students, and now you have the horse or the stud out for stud. When S and T come together, you might look at it as first, you might look at it as last. Whichever way. So it's FI or AL. Is it first or last that comes together? This is the missing what do you want to call it? The letters in first and last. 49 represents green and go. Green for go, and go. The value of this is 22, and go in life, or you can have via, right? Which is number 6, but V in French is life. Go 22 is also ape, and we're busting out on 12 plus 9 equaling to 21, and 12 plus 10 equaling to 22, 22 being ape. This is where we get into the game of the cube, where they say, we're going to pay you 1.5 times the amount. Mars is number 51. 1.5 times the amount, or 3 to 2 against your money. And 32 is MAR without the S, S meaning plural. So when you say Mar, we don't have Mar as a planet. We have Mars, and ending with an S tells me that the resident, the AR, the resident angel, the 18th, 6 times 3, 18, 7 times 3, 21, and it stops right there. If we're going to go any higher, we're going to be talking about something different. 8 by 3, 24-hour day. 9 by 3 is 27. That's the house of Bait. 2 and 4 is the division of the gate inside the house of Bait. Not by my virtue, but by the virtue of these beautiful little cubes over here telling me a story in games, because it's all about the games. 2 times 4 equals to 8. 2 plus 4 equals to 6. Now, either that's true or it's not true. You tell me, because everything I do has to do with actualities. If best and possible, otherwise discussable, to see whether or not we can have that actuality. And back to gram, because in 28 grams, it's 1 ounce. 28 days is the cycle of the moon. Now, you might say it's 26 plus this, 25 plus that. So we'd have to go and discuss it. Also to note that that number 28 is also for the word of man. Now, if you say V et nam, backwards, it says in the life of man from Mars. Where does that come from? The visitors, right here. The alligator visitors. Why? Why do we get this? Because Roman numerals tells me this is 6. 6 is a value of 52. Earth is a value of 52. I start off with visitors. 74 and 77 equals to 151. We have matter of 77. We have energy of 74 equaling to 52 Earth. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 equals to 5. 7 and 4 equals to 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Equals to 25. And the word jack, or we can use the letters and say it's B, or how about by the bay, or a bay riding horse. The 25th letter in the alphabet. The reverse to that is 2. 14 and 11 creates the K in the end, and maybe somebody will come knocking at your door in creation, where the K is going to create the C, like Kansas City, where Kansas City divides the gateway between this, and this is right over here, and it goes all the way down to Texas. This is noted as a 3-part cube because it's around this way. It moves this way, and then it moves this way, right? This way and this way, right? Then it moves this way. So it moves all these 3 ways, and that's where you get the symbol. Mona Lisa, NASA. And what do you have? You have the limo. And that limo is Mona Lisa. And if you brought it up, we'd bring it to the Da Vinci Code. So this is where we get the visitors. And when it's the visitors, we have to know that when the visitors are losing, we only play 8.5 innings. But when the home team, when the home team is winning, the visitors are losing. But if the home team is losing, we automatically play 9 innings. So what's the difference between the two? Well, at 8.5 innings, there's 24 and 27 outs. At 9 innings, there's 27 and 27 outs. 51 and 54, or 3 times 17 and 3 times 18. The 17 is the Mars, and the 18 is the Sun. 19 is the Moon, and that's a representation of it's supposed to be AI, but in all actualities, these are all J. This is JG, and this is JH, and this is JI. And when you have that, you have A, you have B, and you have C in the reverse. Although the alphabet, right, ends on H, when I reverse my numbers between A and I, okay, they become I and A. Should I put my H in the B position? The same way when you go to the telephone, right? You begin all your letters at B and you do not start them at A, telling us an alternative story. So you can see that visitors is saying 66, and 66 is freedom and woman. Where 22 is an ape, and that'd be 3 times 22 is 66. So now I'm questioning everything that is going on. What does this mean? It's because 35 is 1/3, and when you have 35, 35, and 35, and these two 35s, although they're both 1/3 each, we have 2/3 and 1/3 coming together. This one over here is going to be the male, and it's going to be 7. I'm not going to calculate this one. It's most likely 14, and that's going to end up to be the female. The female will end up being the ring. The male is going to be the pole. And how did I get this information? Well, it told it to me. This told it to me. It says 1/3 these 2 areas and 2/3 these 2 areas. Okay, 2/3 and 1/3 reverse sides equals to that. 2/3 is 14. 1/3 is 7. Now also 1/3 is 18. And 2/3 is 36, but it's 18, 18, 18, telling me it's the sun cube. The word for sun is number 54. The word for love is also 54. And what's ironic is that VELOV are reverse of each other. And love reverse equals to 54. And I do not know if there's any other word in the alphabet that you can create that will equal to this value, because most words, okay, most individual non-reverse letters, which means the opposite of this letter will not have an opposite letter in it, is equal to a total of 108. Can that happen? Okay, in yes, it could happen when we I think when we do the word moon, because O opposite O, M opposite N, so the only thing we have in here is M and O inside this word. That's all we would end up. The word moon equals to 57, and the opposite of the N is the M, and the opposite of the O is actually, sorry, it does not work out. The opposite of O is the L. But we're only going to, because it's an opposite letter, I'm only going to reduce it one time. So this one will be 27, and this one over here will be 54. It'll give me a total of 81, which represents the Venus moon. You understand, if there were 4 different, I would get the total of 108, 54 and 54. So what happens, why I called it that, is because you see the 1 dot, put that in the center, there's 8 around. You see the 2 dot, what if we had to put these on each end and 7 in between? So when we look at the 3 dot, right, we're going to look at this. Now, another thing is what we're going to do with that. All right, let me see if we can do this. Is we're going to see if we can get this corner over here, right? We're going to design this out. So if I design this out, right? So that'll make up 3 corners here, or to make up that corner there. You see it's over there. And then I'm going to do it again right over here. So now I did it. Now this space, and this space, I did not touch. So that will be on the outside. It'll be all the way around here. Whoop. All the way around here. All this area. Here. Did I do that right? All this is the outside. And we've enclosed in the sun cube. That empty space has now been enveloped inside the sun cube. And that is like the dolphin going in and out of the cube. And the only real way in and out is through here and here, or here and here. You can't go in through the corners. All the doors are on the flat wall. Now we can go into this world and then inside, in either this bottom world or this upper world, like above is below. And so in here, what did we have? We had 8 plus 1 area. But in all actuality, we didn't. If I look at the 3 cube, I don't have this. What you actually have with the 3 cube, okay, is you have 6 and 3. 6 that are in and 3 that are not. In the 5, or sorry, in the 2, right? In the 2, you'll have 2 and 7. In the 5, right, with 1 over here, you're going to have 5 and 4. And in the 1, you're going to have 1 and 8. So they're all going to equal to 9. Now you're going to have the 6 dot. You're going to have the 5 dot. Okay. Sorry, I got one more. And you're going to have the 4 dot. And you're going to have the 3 dot, the 2 dot, and the 1 dot. But the 4, 5, and 6, sorry, the 3, 4, 5, and 6 all repeat. The only ones that don't repeat are these two. And these two are 8 and 7, where G and H come into the factor. And then again, F is created from this. G and H creates a sound of F, or total of 15, which gives you the O. And now you have OF. So O replaces F as in sound. They also create the sound from pH. These repeat 34, 56, 7, 11. So now that you understand how this cube works, all the opposite side are 7. If all the opposite sides are 7, 3 by 7 equals to 21. 6 by, no, we're not going to do that. 3 by 9 equals to 27. This is the way the cube is going to look. Did I get this right? 3 by 7, 3 by 9. No, sorry, 3 by 18 equals to 54. I think I made a mistake. 3 by 18 is to 54. Oh, 3 by 11 equals to 33. That's right. So you have 33 areas that you do not see anything, any dots. You have 21 areas where you see dots, and you have a total of 54. So when you have 9 areas on two sides, it equals to 18. When you remove 1 and 6 dots, 7, it equals to a total of 11. So you'll have 11 on every single opposite side, equaling to 11, 11, 11. Now it gets implicated the dots, and you have 8 and 3 void to what is 1 and 6 dot. You have 2 and 5 dot to what is 7 and 4 void. Energy, Jesus, time. You will have 3 and 4 dot to what is 6 and 5. That's where the student comes in, 11. So you have all of that. And in the house, 1 and 1 equals to 2, 2, 2. That's your house of bait, 2772 or 252. And at the same time, if you multiply it, you get 1, and this will be 3, and this will be 3, and this will be 3. It'll be 373 is what the numbers will be at the end. This one will not go anywhere because it doesn't have another number that goes along with it. But if we want to create the full concept of this, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 6 and 7 equals to 13. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 equals to 7 and 10 equals to 17. 7 times 4, 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals to 7 and 12 equaling to 19. So we end up with 13 and 17 and 19. So from number 7, we end up with 36, 46. Did I get that? 49. And from number 11, we get 24 and 11 equals to 35. We get 7 times 4 is 28, and 11 equals to 39. And for the last one, 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 equals to 30, and 11, 41. So each one of these will be 80, 90, 100, 110. Do I get that right at 115? Or you can look at this and it'll say key. Otherwise, we can go 8 and 3 and 5 equals to 16. 1 and 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. And on this one, 9 and 4, 13. 1 and 3 is 4. So now we have 7 and 4. So the base of this cube is going to tell me about 7 and 4, and that 7 and 4 goes along with the Earth number right over here. Goes along with Q, 17, and the gateway. It tells me about time, Jesus, and energy. And at the same time, once you have 1 7, you can have 2 7s, you can have 3 7s, you can have 4 7s, and the same thing you can do with this. And then you play them, 4, 8, 12, 16, 7, 14, 21, 28. This equals to your 1 cycle of the moon, and this equals to your base day. Your base day is 8, and 8 and 8. When you can create situations that go in the realms of 3 and the realm of 4, right? 3 will turn everything into 3, 6, 9, and 4 will just turn everything over. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, 4 times 5, 4 times 6, 4 times 7, 4 times 8, and 4 times 9 will never repeat a number. But with 3, it will only repeat 3, 6, 9. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4 equals to 12. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 3 times 7 equals to 21. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 times 5 equals to 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 3 times 8 equals to 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 3 times 9 equals to 27. 2 and 7 equals to 9. 3 by 6 equals to 18. 1 and 8 equals to 9. So you can see what 3 does, and you can see what 4 does. In fact, 4 is not alone. 1 counts into itself. We can keep that in. But 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8 will all do this. 3 and 6 will create this, where 9 will always remain the same. Now, I said I was going to come here. Let me see what you wrote here. Just 1 second. I just want to see one thing here. Okay, I think I skipped over what I was looking at. Where am I? Okay. Tamars. I'm trying to. When you look at this, right, you can say the word AT coming together means, I like to say at Mars. Scapegoat. Noted that the goat is the 9th Chinese zodiac sign, and the 9 assembles with the 4, right? The 9th sign and the 4th sign. And there's my buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing? The 9th sign and the 4th sign. Also, I don't know all the opposite signs at all of the Chinese zodiac, but I will tell you that 9 is going to mix with the rat. 9 is going to mix with the rabbit. 9 is going to mix with the horse. Now, every zodiac sign is going to mix. Now, why are they mixing? It's because of our formation, the 1-4-7 formation that we run, the 3-1-3 formation that we run. 31, 13, 31 equals 75 electric, male and female, or feminine and masculine is not the same as male and female. Difference is how you act, okay, is the feminine and masculine. It's an explanation of something. It has nothing to do with how you were born, okay? We're going to leave that out. Let's leave out humans. Male and female electricity, male and female plumbing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. Let's see if we can write it out. And I still didn't finish with what we began. I just want to, I don't want to forget where I was. So I'm going to get on to, if we take the first zodiac sign, and I think I already did this. Maybe I can back it up. And I know I started 2 books, so okay, so we're just going to jump into it over here. The rat being the first sign, right? The complete next first sign is the horse. First, and the horse is first. In fact, if we're going to pyramid this, no, I can't actually pyramid this, can I? Okay, if I was to pyramid this in the gematria effect, I would put the horse at the top. I would put the snake and the goat on each side. And then next to that, I would put the monkey and the dragon. But I would put horse. Let me do it this way. I would go horse. And then I would go dragon. And then I would go tiger. And horse, 7, 5, and then I would go over here, rat. And we're going to do on this side, I would say the 8 is the goat, right? And we're going to put the monkey over here. And then over here, I would have to put the dog. And then I'm going to put the pig over here. Can I do that? I don't think I set this up properly, right? And I'm going to explain to you why. Because what happens is we have to have a connection over here. And the connection between the dragon and the horse is the snake. And the connection between the horse, sorry, this should have been the monkey over here. Do I have a, let me just erase this for a second. So we're going to go the horse, we're going to say the monkey. And then over here, we're going to have the goat. So what's going to happen is we're going to have the goat and the snake as connections. And then when we connect this, right? When we connect this, we're going to get a number 8 over here. There's double meanings inside of here. We're going to get number 8 also over here. What happens? Let me explain it to you, okay? It's a little complicated, but I'm going to explain it. That when you go to the other side of the alphabet, right, you go from F to H, which is 8. Now, when you come down the center of the alphabet, you're going to reoccur and create another 8 that will connect both the 6 on this side and the 8th letter on this side, or the F on this side and the H on this side. For the reason, as I started to say before, number 24 is 24, okay? And we were at the outs of the baseball game, 24 and 27 outs. And when you have 24 and 27 outs and the baseball game ends at 51, okay, that's the number to Mars, 51. When you have 27 and 27 outs, that's 54, and that is the sun. That's what happens. You have 18 times 3, and you have 17 times 3 equals to 51. Mars and the sun. When it ends here, here's the sun. When it ends here. When it ends, when the home team wins, the sun wins. When the home team loses, you get the sun. When the home team wins, you get Mars. HO versus MI. Do we see a cat playing in the background there? Oh, yeah. Hey, kitty. Okay. So now, where was I going next with that, Mike? Oh, yes. So this is what I was doing with the zodiac. The first zodiac sign is the rat. And we're going to connect the rat with the tiger, which is number 3. And we're also going to connect it with the, the snake. Yes, was number 6. And then we're going to connect it, if I believe the monkey is number 9. And the reason for that is 3 plus 1 equals to 4. 6 plus 1 equals to 7. And 9 plus 1 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. 1, 4, 7. 7 by 31. 4 by 30. 1 by 28. These are the cycles we run by. Now, when we go over to the second zodiac sign, which is the ox, and remember, 1 and 2 created 3, so 1 and 2 now has to create the tiger. 1 plus 2. The rat equals to number 39. The ox equals to 39. Now, when we come in with number 2, we're going to have another ox. Then we're going to have the dragon inside of Venus. Let's call this Mercury. Let's call this Venus. We're going to have the dragon inside of here, where the dragon is the 5th. And then what we're going to have is we're going to have the goat, which is the 8th zodiac, Chinese zodiac sign. And this one is the second zodiac sign. Dragon is 59. Goat is number 43. Monkey is 83. Snake is 50. Tiger is 59. And I was talking before how the club and gold is the same as this, right? 8 and 3. Now you're going to say, where do we get 8 and 3? Because all the opposite sides are 9 and 9, 18. We're going to take away the opposite side of dots equaling to 7. We're going to be left with 11. 11, 11, 11. 7, 7, 7. Equals all the opposite sides of 18, equaling to 54 total area spaces. So what happens is 11 and 11, okay, equals to 22, and 11 equals to 11. So the mathematics of this is 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, equals to 4 and 4, equaling to 8. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, equals to 1 and 2, equaling to 3. And this is where I get this from this cube. The 28th. I'm a monkey in Chinese, and yes, 9 get along with most, I hear. I'm actually a split personality with the sun and the moon conjunction at birth. That's how my zodiac chart with the goat, the horse, and the scorpion. Now, if I look at this, right, you can say, if there's 12 zodiac signs, here you have 21 areas, right? 9 and then 3, 6, 9, 12 is 21, but you only have 9. So how can we count the other 3? Does it mean we're only going to count here, here, and here, and we can't count all the sides because there's always a side down? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Unless you count the face up 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you turn it this way, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'd have 9 and 12 and 1. So you'd have L-I-A. Actually, this says garlic in French. So now we're going to have this. Now the third zodiac sign is going to be the tigger. Tigger is number 59. And the tigger is going to go along with the rat, the rabbit, 39, 52. This is the first zodiac sign. It's the fourth zodiac sign. And the horse. 7, 11. 3, 7, 11. And here's the horse. which is the 7th zodiac sign. Then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to interrupt this because what I want to say is over here you're going to get the rooster. And then over here you're going to get the dog. And then over here you're going to get the pig involved in this situation. Because the pig is the 12th, 1 and 2 equals to 3. The rooster is the 10th, 1 plus 0 equals to 1, right? And this is going to take our zodiac sign onto a second level. When you come to talking about the rooster, okay, and the horse, and the rooster, and the goat, and the rooster, and the monkey. The reason for that is the rooster, being 10, is your mirror of creation. And with 7, 8, and 9, you're going to create, with the horse, you will create Mars. With the goat, you will create the sun. With the monkey, you will create the moon. That's what's going to happen in this. There's other things to look at and to be discussed. Okay. Can we look at it that way? What about the dog? Well, the dog is number 11, right? Can I use it in a different way? I'm going to explain something to you in a minute. So you would say, well, what about if I use the dog 11 and the rat? So I would have 12. And that would be, the rooster would be, the dog 11, because the 11 is a whole word, right? 5 and 6, 11. I'll have to explain that story to where 5 and 6, 11 is the only way to be 1 and 2. The opposite of 5 and 6 is 1 and 2. See, it's all to be discussed, right? Can I use it and say 11 is the dog, or is it 12, looking at this way, or 3 creation is the pig? Well, 11, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1 and 2 equals to 3. So it ironically works out to itself. So let me go on. 11 is the dog, and 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 2 equals to 1, and it just so happens it's the opposing dice. Now we're going to go on to number 4, which is going to be the rabbit, the IT system. The rabbit is number 52. It's the 4th zodiac sign, and we're going to mix that up with the snake. We're going to mix it up with the tiger, and we're going to mix it up with number 9. Wow, not the goat. The rooster is 10. The monkey. It's funny, the monkey is our birth. It's number 9, and this one's number 3, and this one's number 6. And when you add these together, it'll equal to 10, equals to 1, equals to 7, equals to 13. 1 and 3 is 4. Monkey on the moon. 49 is also noted to be green, and it's also noted to be number 8, green and 8. So this is how this comes together, where the snake is 50, the tiger is 59, and the monkey's 83. When the 5th zodiac sign comes out, and this is going to be the dragon, where we are right now, to drag on, we are going to have 2, 5, and 8, and 9 come back into the factor. The monkey again. In fact, the monkey comes out almost in every zodiac. No, sorry, not the monkey. We're looking for a specific answer to something. I wasn't looking for number 5. Or was I? No, I wasn't. So 2 and 5 is 7, 5 and 5 is 10, 5 and 8 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. We're going to have the ox and the dragon. We are going to have the dragon and the dragon. And we are going to have the goat and the dragon. 39, 59, 43. So then we're going to have number 6. We're going to have the snake. And the snake is going to come in with the rat. The snake is going to come in with the rabbit. And the snake is going to come in with the horse. Then we can get on to the zodiac sign number 7. And the 7th sign. Also, I question myself if I take the, I think the dog. Is it the dog? Let me see something. No, I'm going to take the pig. Is number 12 plus the 4th equals to 16 equals to 7. I can now add the pig to this zodiac sign, creating 7. So you know where I'm going with this, right? And then the 3rd zodiac sign, no. And then this zodiac sign, I can take the rooster as its number 10, and that'll create a 7. So, and the 5th zodiac sign, I can take the dog, and that's number 11. 11 and 5 equals to the key, equals to 16. 1 and 6 is 7. This is going to be purple showing up over here, and this is going to connect to Mars 4 and 3 DC. And the reason for this is because the purple ball and pool shows up over here. And then you're going to have number 7, you're going to have the horse. And with the horse, you're going to have the tiger, number 59, and number 3. And then what you're going to have is you're going to have the snake, number 50, and number 6. And then what you're going to have is the monkey, is number 83, and that'll be number 9. And next we would go on. Now, I don't know what the opposites are yet, but right now I'm showing you how I'm building number 8, right? Is going to be the goat. And then you're going to get 2, 5, and 8, where you're going to get a goat, a dragon, and you're going to get the ox to come in. This is number 2, this is number 5, this is number 8, this is 39, this is 59, and this is 43, DC. And then you're going to get number 9, right? And with number 9, you're going to get the monkey. Now, it's funny because the monkey is going to show up with the rat, which is number 1, and the monkey is going to show up with the rabbit, number 4, and it's going to show up with the horse, number 7, with the monkey. Now, think about this. It's also going to show up with the rooster, and this will create the moon. The rooster is number 10. It goes with the monkey. It becomes number 19. It's AI. It becomes AI in the moon. 3 by 19 is 57. It'll be of 3 worlds. It'll be the club. 19 and 19 and 19 equals to 39. 19 and 19 and 19 equals to 57. So they become the moon angel, the mirror of the moon angel. The reason for that is 10 and angel equal to 39. A, B, C, D is what creates your 10. It'd be the back side, A, B, C, D, E, F. It flips over the triangles, or maybe it flips over the triangle this way. I don't know. So after that, we're going to get the rooster, which is, well, the rooster is, believe it or not, the rooster is found on top of the churches. It's also number 110, and it's the 10th sign. And when you get the 10th sign, right, you're also, what you're going to get is 3, 6, and 9. Right? And here you're going to get the tiger. You're going to get the snake. And you're going to get the monkey. 9 and 1, 19. You're back 19. You're back to the moon, AI. Once you have another 19 over here, you're going to have 49. and here you're going to have 76, and this is where Earth and Mars come together through that moon or moons. And then you're going to have number 11, number 12, and I'm a little bit tired. Let me see. Rooster and rat. Did I do that somewhere? Well, they don't go together. They're different. The monkey goes with the rooster. It depends where you're looking at. This doesn't. This goes with the monkey, not with the rat. Monkeys, tigers, and snakes. Where is the monkey, the rat, the rabbit, and the horse? 1 and 9, 10, 4 and 9, 13, 7 and 9, 16. See if we got it right. The ox, 2 and 8, 10, 5 and 8, 13, 8 and 8, 16. And that's only part of the math because you have to multiply it, add it, subtract it, and do all the elements. The dog will match up 4 and 11 is 15. No, that's not right. Something's wrong over here. Let me take a look. Why is the dog? No, that was a different equation. That was a different equation. So the rabbit and the pig come together. This becomes also 3 and 4. This also is that purple. So when you have the rabbit, you get the snake, you get the tiger, you get the monkey. When you have the dragon, now don't forget, now there's reverse zodiac, but I'm not getting into that. There's all these numbers we have to figure out. I'm just going with the base setup, okay? And then we have the dragon. Dragon is a double dragon, the ox and the goat. 8 and 5, 13, 5 and 5 is 10, right? After you get your first one, everything is 10. Then you get the snake with the rat, with the rooster, with the rabbit. The snake ends up in the next world, right? The horse does not. Yes, all three of them, the pig, the dog, and the rooster. When you get to the rabbit, the dragon, and the snake, you end up in the mirror world. And that's 4, 5, and 6. And it just so happened 4, 5, and 6 is the Federation. Well, anyways, for now, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you for being here, Tammy, and all those who are to be here in the future. For all those who can come here in the future, that'd be just fantastic. Great. Love you all. Peace and love. Thank you. Have a good night. Take care, Tammy. I think it's like this.